challenge that they were going to present. Pretty obvious the way that they're able to kind of wear on teams as the game goes on. But what were some of the adjustments that you guys tried to make tonight, and what did they do to repel some of those back?
I mean, obviously the third quarter, we start with that. We didn't have the energy, the effort, and they put a 30-plus point quarter on us. And kind of took care of the game right there, honestly. We had moments, obviously, in the first half that was really good for us. We did a good job of sharing the ball and knocking down shots. In that third quarter, we didn't knock down shots. We didn't defend or get stops, I would say. We do defend, but we didn't get stops, and it allowed them to kind of take control of the game.
What is your level of anger and or disappointment?
I don't want to say I'm not angry or disappointed. I mean, obviously, you're disappointed in the simple fact like you being down 3-0, obviously. But, we still got life, and that's all you can ask for. And we got to be much better on Monday. See what happens.
JJ compared the Thunder to some of the 90s Bulls teams or the 17-18 Warriors teams. Said they're an all-time great team. You obviously played against those 17-18 Warriors teams. Do you think this Thunder team ranks right up there?
They're pretty damn good from top to bottom. And they don't let their foot off the gas.
LeBron, in the third quarter, collectively, you guys are minus 31. What's happening in the third quarter, them versus what you guys are doing?
I don't know. But obviously the number speaks for itself.
When you guys played Oklahoma City, and I think it was February or something like that, you talked about how it's their ability to sustain energy, to sustain execution. Going up against that in this series, just what have you kind of made of their stamina in that way?
No, it's not nothing. It's because it's not surprising. You've seen them over the years. They have a lot of bodies, and they got a lot of guys that can do multiple things on the floor. So, it helps to have that depth.
But what kind of effort will it take to get one game? What's it going to take from you guys?
Obviously we got everything. Everything and more to beat a team like this. So we got to be our best, be at our best on Monday.
About when you guys get to, any team gets to an elimination scenario, it literally could be the last time that group is together as it's constructed. Is that something that, a group should acknowledge or does acknowledge? And what's key to if you don't?
No.
Just focusing on that.
No, you don't really talk about that. You focus on the moment at hand and go from there.
JJ was talking about how they have the ability to kind of shape-shift within the course of a game and just adjust because of the different personnel that they have. You've been on some teams like that, but what is the challenge when you're trying to almost put something out on the floor that they have and they're able to just switch on the fly?
It's very challenging. They have the proper personnel to be able to, like you said, shape-shift whatever you kind of put out there. And, and still be productive no matter who's on the floor.
All right, Danny, time now for a little Access 360. Marcus Smart, he's done a great job on SGA this series, man. But the Thunder depth is
he's done a great job all around. Just hasn't been able to shoot it as good as he would like to. But he's picking up the energy, he's picking up the force, picking up intensity, especially defensively. And it starts right from the shot taking. You see him, as soon as they get the rebound, he's picking them up full court. Let him know I'm there. You're feeling me. I'm not going to just let you get comfortable. Puts him in a little hurry, puts him in a rush, makes him turn the ball over a little bit. Same here. As soon as the free throw, as soon as they get the rebound, he's going right to SGA. He don't care about anything else. I'm letting you know I'm in your space. You're not going to be comfortable. You're going to see my face. You're going to smell my breath all night. And as soon as you get the ball, it's going to be me. To get the switch here, Rui does a good job of letting him feel him as well, putting a hand in there, not fouling, but contesting that mid-range. Makes him miss a little off the mark. So, again, right here, Luke Kennard's feeling him, bumping him a little bit. Marcus Smart hits the switch on him, gives him a little cushion, knows that he's not really wanting to shoot the three much. He wants to get to the basket and shoot mid-range. Late contest on that three, makes him miss. But Marcus Smart did a great job all from the start of it. And whenever the shot goes up, most people run back and find a guy. He's like, no, I'm going straight to SGA. I don't care about getting back. And this has allowed him to get in plays, give him second possessions, also speed SGA up a little bit and make him uncomfortable so they can get, a steal in the backcourt and another offensive possession. So he's done a great job all series of just being in his space and making him know, making him aware that I'm always going to be there. And he don't care about anybody else or anything else, but making sure SGA does not feel or get the ball and where he wants it, especially to start the offense.
I think JJ said it best, and great breakdown right there, Danny, and props to Marcus Smart, the coaching staff. They've done a really nice job game planning and playing against SGA. As JJ said, we played about as well as you can on it, but they're still kicking our ass in these 3 games. But that's because the other guys have stepped up and raised their level and have knocked down shots. That's part of basketball. That's what championships teams do. But got to give credit to Marcus Smart in this regard. But also SGA, man, like when they didn't double him, he started to find his rhythm a little bit there.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, the Lakers as a whole, defense has been, pretty good, with the exception of, guys, turning the ball over and getting some, giving up offensive rebounds and getting buckets that way. But Marcus Smart, for sure, a veteran, a defensive genius over his whole career, knows how to make you uncomfortable. Like a lot of guys won't pick you up for a court like that because, hey, you're not in the threat area. They try to rest a little bit before they get in half court. Not Marcus. He's going to pick you up, take away your oxygen early, make you uncomfortable from the beginning. And that's just, old school pickup defense right there. And he's good at it. He's good at what he does.
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing to see this much effort be put in or given by all these guys and not get the result. At least one of them. But again, you got to give a lot of credit to the other group and, of course, the coaching staff. But they just had an unbelievable series of just shooting lights out. But this takes nothing away from the Lakers and how much they fought. They didn't quit, and I expect them to come in Game 4 the same and possibly, have a lot of pride and actually get Game 4. So they might be able to do that, but as it stands right now, that team is in really good rhythm and shooting very well.
Danny, one of the keys to this OKC team, when you start to really watch them closely, and you watch them a lot in the playoffs, is the play of Chet Holmgren. When this team was younger, you felt, hey, you could be physical with them, you can punk them a little bit, you can get them in trouble, you can make them uncomfortable, you can rattle them. They've won a title now. They've taken the right steps to get there. Just can't throw them off their game, really. I mean, you can be physical. He can handle the physicality now. He's a lot tougher than he used to be. He can shoot the 3. He can extend the floor. He's also crashing boards. He's making the right decisions. He's a tough cover and a huge part of this Thunder team.
I mean, Chet has made some tremendous strides this year with the absence of J-Dub. And that's also not just settling for 3, but getting close to the basket. And it's hard to just play him one-on-one when you got Hartenstein, right? Like, it's hard to just box him out. It's hard to just be physical with him. You got 2 bigs down there, so it opens the floor for each other. But even when he's out there by himself, he's playing with high confidence. He's knocking down shots. He's making plays at the rim. He's making Euro steps. He's keeping it simple. He's not, overdoing it. But when you're 7'4", the game's a little bit easier. When you got touch and footwork and can shoot it, there's a reason why when this kid was coming out, they had that rivalry, him and Wemby. They're kind of comparing to him. Why he was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting, because he's a very good player. And, he may not be at the Wemby level right now, but if he continues to progress, you don't even know where he can end up.
Yeah, he's not a stationary big either. Like a lot of bigs, they know their areas and they kind of are in that place. He moves around a lot, man. He moves from the 3. When the ball moves, he moves into the open areas. He got a lot of just like free dunks from moving into the right area. As the defense was rotating, he moves with the defense into open areas. He's just a hard guard, man. He's just tough. He's stronger than he's been in the past, and you can't knock him around. He's a solid matchup problem for me, for any team.
All right, guys. Austin Reeves.